أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
ما كنتم تكتمون.
Very good. Jazakallah khair. Here now, the reason why Allah guided them to do this is coming up, or the reason why they wanted to kill the cow, or they were asking Musa those questions, or Musa told them Allah wants you to slaughter a cow is coming up now. What if Allah is saying that remember when qultum or qataltum, when you kill, you slay, or you kill nafsan, a soul, someone among Bani Israel himself, they kill him, فَدَّارَأْتُمْ فِيهَا, and you were pushing the blame to one another. You were arguing about who the killer, and then you shift the blame to someone, and that person or this person will blame it to another person. That is how they were doing. This one will say this family killed him, or this one will say this one killed him. Like that. It was a big argument among themselves. So Allah is telling them to remember when they did that. Wallahu mukhrijum ma kuntum taktumun. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring to light whatever they were hiding. You know, when they did that, they thought they hide it, nobody would know. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring to light, will make it clear to them anything that they were hiding. Now.
فقلنا اضربوه ببعضها كذلك يحيي الله الموتى ويريكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون.
Very good, mashallah. And now, فَقُلْنَا اضْرِبُوهُ بِبَعْضِهَا, and after they slaughtered the cow, Allah told them, we told them, use any part of the cow that you slaughter to hit that person. Just use it to touch the person, the dead person, because the dead person was still there. So Allah said, use any part of the cow, any part of it. And when they did that, Allah brought that person back to life. For that person to tell who killed him. According to some story, which we don't say believe in it or don't believe in it, is that they said it was his own nephew, because he wanted to inherit him, and then he killed him. So, but Allahu Alam. So Allah is telling them, كَذَلِكَ يُحْيِي اللَّهُ الْمَوْتَى, when they hit him and then he came back to life, that is how Allah can bring back to life all the dead people, easily like that. It doesn't take any hard work. It doesn't need Allah to do something that will be hard. Just easily, within a second, Allah can bring back to life all human beings that died before. مَا خَلْقُكُمْ وَلَا بَعْثُكُمْ إِلَّا كَنَفْسٍ وَاحِدَةٍ. Your creation and your coming back to life, it's like raising one life back to life. That is to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, it's not anything difficult. So, وَيُرِيكُمْ آيَاتِهِ, and Allah is showing you His sign, things that will show that Allah exists and Allah is most powerful. Allah used that one. Allah show it to them. لَعَلَّكُمْ, so that تَعْقِلُونَ, they will make sense. They will reason. They will understand. Allah show it to them for them to reason. Now the question is, someone died, and Allah wants to raise that person. Why did Allah tell them to use that meat or part of it to touch him so that he come back to life? Allah could have raised him back to life without doing anything.
It wouldn't make sense.
Huh?
It wouldn't make sense.
Exactly. It wouldn't have made sense to them. These people are people that like to argue so much. If Musa ﷺ told Allah and Allah bring him back to sin, they argue. They said, no, this man, maybe he didn't even die. Or this, no, he didn't die. It doesn't make sense to us. But Allah used that thing for them themselves to believe that something happened and then he came back to life. This is what a lot of Mufassirin say. Some Mufassirin say that. You know, it says, Allah doesn't need to use anything like that. But He did it for them to see that they themselves will hit the dead person and then believe that he came back to life. Because they were believing in anything that would be like a process, using something to do something. You know, so that is what some of the commentators say. تفضل يا شيخ محمد.
ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة وإن من الحجارة لما يتفجر منه الأنهار وإن منها لما يشقق فيخرج منه الماء وإن منها لما يهبط من خشية الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. ثم قصد. You see, when Allah did that, Allah wanted them to reason, to start to believe, to start to soften their heart, right? And to think well, to believe in Musa. But what happened after that? Did they believe? Did they become soft? No. Allah is saying here, ثم. After that, but after that, قصد قلوبكم. Your heart became harder. It became hardened now. Your heart that you used to understand, to accept the truth, became even hardened. من بعد ذلك, after that incident, فهي كالحجارة. Your heart became like rock. You see how rock is? Rock is even harder than metal sometimes, because if you put some metal in fire, it can melt. But rock put in fire, it's not going to melt, unless Jahannam, baby. But rock, if you put in fire, it will never ever rock. It will never ever melt. But so their heart, Allah said, is even harder, became harder than rock. So we can't imagine how their heart is. You see how Bani Israel is, right? Allah is telling us not to do things like that, because if you keep going in disbelief and argue with Allah, your heart may end up being harder like that. Just be soft, believe in Allah. Don't think that we are smarter than Allah, we are smarter than your prophet. No, that Allah is our creator. Whatever He tells us, we believe in it. Sometimes we may understand some of the things, sometimes we may not understand. It is only upon us to believe in whatever Allah says and obey as much as possible. So their heart became harder, أو أشد قسوة, and even became worse or harder than even some rocks. Because why? وَإِنَّ مِنَ الْحِجَارَةِ, among the rocks, لَمَا يَتَفَجَّرْ مِنْهُ الْأَنْهَارِ. Some of them, stream even come out of it, because it may have some water coming out of it. That means that some of them are soft. But their heart, it won't be like that. Nothing will go inside. You see, if Allah describes anybody's heart like that, it's terrible. وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا, among the rocks too, لَمَا يَشَقَّهُ, there are some that can burst, that can split. فَيَخْرُجُ مِنْهُ الْمَاء, and water will come out of it. You see, because that's what Allah said, their heart is even harder than some rocks, because some of them, water can come out of it. وَإِنَّ مِنْهَا, some of the rocks too, لَمَا يَحْبِتُ مِنْ خَشْيَةِ اللَّهِ, some of them can even fall because of the fear that they have for Allah. But the Bani Israel, some of them, most of them, especially those that will argue with Musa alayhi salam, their heart will never soften. وَمَا اللَّهُ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا تَعْمَلُونَ, whatever you were doing or you did, Allah was not ignorant. Allah will never forget. Allah knows everything that you were doing, your actions that you did. Allah is aware of everything. Now,
أفتطمعون أن يؤمنوا لكم